Well, cock springs to mind, to be honest. You know, if he's trying to show that politicians are real people, he's not doing a very good job about it, is he?
He's getting £400,000. It's almost like he's laughing in the face of all those poor people who've died.
What do you think about him going on I'm a Celeb?
He's still getting paid to be there, isn't he? Like, fuck me.
Do you know how much he's getting paid?
Is it 400 grand? Is that right? Yeah, I've seen that. Like,
Bargain, no?
bargain. Fuck me. Do you know what it is? Even if I could vote for that man to eat hot shit, he's still being paid too much. Either from ITV's fee for it, or like what we bloody pay out of our like taxes for him to be there. It's a friggin' joke. Whatever he's eating, it's not worth it. Like, he's been voted in to do a job for his constituents. He's pissed off to do that. And I think the argument is that it gives him a political platform to do it. You know, it is where I suppose you'll watch and you'll see kind of how much of his like policies or kind of what he stands for actually comes out in that. I just think.
So you don't think he deserves a holiday?
Deserves a holiday. Don't they get, how much recess do they get when they're actually on holiday for that one?
Well, funnily enough, they're actually on recess today.
Oh, right, they are, okay, right, okay. So the first couple of days he was being paid for it, but he's on holiday now, is he?
Just for 2 days.
Just for 2 days, right, okay. Fuck me, nah, it's an absolute joke.
It's funny seeing all the memes on Twitter and whatnot, but I also feel like he's going to be paved as like this, oh, look, he's one of us, he's all fun and games, but in fact, he's the reason why PPE was lost. He had an affair in his cabinet, he did nothing for us during COVID, and people are going to forget that because he was a bit funny on TV, and I think it's a bit like Boris Johnson as well. Like, oh, he's funny, he's a buffoon, haha, look at him, and in fact, well, he's in charge of the country and has a significant role, and he's messing it up.
We've got someone who was responsible for thousands of deaths in COVID going on a reality TV show. An ex-Prime Minister off on holiday. I don't get to go on holiday when I'm supposed to be at work, paid for by other people. They're corrupt. Every single one of them's corrupt. We're basically a banana republic. You know, they complain about Russia. What are we? I'm sorry, but what are we?
I just don't understand. I mean, I get he says, he's trying to promote dyslexia awareness. I mean, I think there's other ways of doing that, especially when he's, got a constituency to think about. I just think it's really bizarre. I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest.
Do you think that it's okay that he's taken off essentially 2 weeks of work to go in?
I mean, I'd love to just take 2 weeks off work and go and, be on TV and go into the jungle, but I mean, I don't have as many people depending on my work as a politician does, so no, I don't think it's okay.
Well, cock springs to mind, to be honest. You know, if he's trying to show that politicians are real people, he's not doing a very good job about it, is he? I mean, but he's not on his own. I mean, these politicians, you would think they would have something about them to be able to, get over to people. Richie Sunak, have you seen him? Stares at the camera. He's so awkward, it's unbelievable. They're supposed to represent us, right? That's what we do. We elect them to represent us, but they don't. They represent themselves.
He's just a narcissist, isn't he? He just wants attention and fame, and that's why he's there. That he doesn't have any remorse for anything that's happened. He's clearly stated that by going on a show when the country's in this state and not doing his job. What more can you say?
Yeah.
He's a psychopath.
Matt Hancock is so cringe that it made somebody want to peel their own face off. So
What do you make of Matt Hancock?
I think he's a cunt.
And what do you think about him taking off probably about a couple of weeks to go into the jungle?
I think it's horrendous. I think the whole Tory party just needs to be out and end, if I'm honest.
I think that he's going to try and get some sort of redemption story, to make himself feel more approachable. And I feel like there's such a thing with British people, people who watch TV, they forget very quickly what someone is. And I think after everything that he's done, I hope people don't forget who he actually is as a person, and doesn't he might sing along to Ed Sheeran on the TV. It doesn't make him a good person. So, yeah.
Do you think he's coming off well so far?
No, because I know who he is. He could literally get on his knees and apologise and say sorry, and I'd still think he was a twat.
It's depressing how they believe they can behave with immunity. We have to pay for our energy bills, they can claim them. He's getting £400,000. It's almost like he's laughing in the face of all those poor people who died, all those people who couldn't see their family members while they were dying in care homes that he sent infection into. I think it's absolutely disgusting. I would be able to show my face with shame if I was Matt Hancock, and he's just living the life.
It's certainly didn't expect it, and I don't think he should have, but for us it's entertainment purposes, so I think it's funny, but because I don't really bother with political stuff, so I just think it's funny, but he shouldn't have gone on, really. It's a bad influence on people, I think, really.
What do you think that, I mean, someone who might have suffered during the COVID period, maybe they've lost a loved one, how do you think they'll feel watching it?
Well, it's almost like he's shoving it in their face, really, like he's gone on that. And I think he said in the episode last night to sort of show how Tories are people as well, but I think he's done it in the worst way possible. And people who have lost loved ones and couldn't go to funerals, couldn't see them, you know, that sort of thing, it's really had an effect on them people in particular.
If he was your MP, would you be happy about his decision?
No, not at all. Definitely not. I think it's embarrassing, really, for an MP like Matt to do that. It is embarrassing for our country, especially.